Good day everybody. Today we are going to install Roland GR-3 to semi-hollow body guitar. Okay, this is ES339 P phone. Okay, and so there are many options given. Okay, in the box when you are going to open the box with GR-3, you are going to see a lot of kind of extra pieces in order to place the pickup. Okay, I'm going to use the simplest one because I tried to use those, but if I'm going to install the pickup on this bracket, it's going to be too close to the strings, even it's going to touch it. So that's why I'm going to use just 2 screws and 2 springs. I used to use GR-2A, but they don't produce them anymore, and I found online that GR-3 is supposed to work fine. What I don't like about GR-3 is that it has the 1/4-inch jack over here. The previous one had little jack over here. Okay, because I don't use this output, I simply connect my 1/4-inch jack directly to the guitar and to the amplifier. I don't use this cable over here. I found that the cable breaks down faster than 1/4-inch jack wires. Okay, so that's why what I'm going to do over here, I'm going to just short the 1/4-inch jack, and I'm going to just insert over here, just avoid the noise. Okay, like I used to do with this one. I used to just put the jack into it and just simply solder all terminals together, and I simply eliminate the noise, and I connect the wire to my guitar directly to the output of my guitar. Okay, so this is the history. So I'm going to put this on the side. So you can see it was used. I use it with the GR-3. Okay, so I don't use this anymore. I'm going to use GR-3. So I'm going to use springs and screws to install my pickup, and there is also extra bracket. I think I say 2 brackets in order to install this connector. I call this connector and controller, but I found out that these 2 brackets are kind of heavy, and guitar is not so heavy, but it's still okay. I don't want to make it even heavier. That's why, to attach this piece to my guitar, I'm going to use the tape, hooks and loops tape. Okay, this is the one which I'm going to use. I used to use it with the GR-2A. As you can see, I used to use it and it worked perfect. So I don't need extra heavy stuff on my guitar. Okay, so let's start. Okay, first of all, we're supposed to just realize that this is going to be the top of my pickup. So the low string E is going to go over here, and this is going to be my high E. Okay, and it's supposed to be approximately 2 centimeters from the bridge according to the instruction. So I'm going to just find the perfect spot for it. It has to be approximately in the middle, okay, of the sensors. Okay, so they are not perfect, but this is gonna be okay, and has to be approximately 2 centimeters from the bridge. Okay, so, and first of all, I'm going to make the hole. this is the first hole. Okay, and I'm going to use the screw just to hold this pickup on this side. Just temporary. Connection. Gently. Okay. Now, so it holds my side, the bottom one. So if I'm going to pick this up, it's a little bit, you know, too low. Okay, so what we're going to do, we'll try it anyway. The top one is okay, the top one is in the middle, so I believe this is going to work fine. Okay, we'll see. Okay, let's try the next one. Okay, it has to be approximately. Okay, so let's try. Okay, I'm going to remove those pieces. Okay, make sure that they're not going to get in to guitar. Okay, and I'm going to use this springs right now. I believe the drill bit was a little bit too small. I believe this is going to be okay. So put this in. Now we're supposed to use the spring. Make sure that the spring is not going to jump into the guitar. Okay, the first one, the first spring we almost lost, but we found it. Okay, so let's put this under. Okay, it's over here. It got into the guitar. Now we got the problem. Now the problem is solved. One more time. So this time I'm going to sit down. So let's try. This time I'm going to use extra tool. almost, we got it. Okay, gently. Okay, I believe this is going to work because this string is going to let me go down. Okay, so the first one, the bottom one is done. Let's check the top one. Okay, I believe this one is going to be easier. Okay, I used to have JK2A connected to Fender. So this is basically going to be my first time performing on semi-hollow body guitar. Okay, so this is going to be my first time. Okay, but I like the sound, so that's why I decided to use this guitar. It's not a very expensive one, it's a cheaper version, but it sounds good. Okay, as you can see, you know, the pickups are not so shiny, so this is the cheaper version. I didn't plan to perform with this guitar, but recently I have occasion to do so, that's why I made the decision to play this guitar. Okay, I have to make sure that the strings are not going to touch the pickup, because look what happened with the old one. And because the high E is a little bit on the side of this one, that's why I decided to put this a little bit closer to the strings in order to have stronger signal to my GR-3. Okay, so yeah, it is kind of decent, right? It's not looking bad. It looks good. And now I'm supposed to attach this somewhere. Okay, and I have extra space for the wire over here, so if the wire is going to be too long, right, I have chance to hide it. Okay, so just make at least one loop inside, and let's see. Okay, and I'm going to keep this like this. Okay, make sure that my hand is not going to touch the wire while I'm going to play. So now, in order to keep this wire short, okay, I'm going to use my tape. Okay, I call it hooks and loops tape. Okay, so let's measure how much we need. So let's see. Let's find the best cut. So I'm going to cut this piece. Let's say cut this one. And let's try to shape the other side as well. Like this. Okay. And I believe if I'm going to cut a little bit of it over here, it's going to be good. This is going to be good enough. Let's check one more time. Like this. It's perfect. So now I'm going to attach this to the other part of the tape. Make this looking straight. Okay, this is my reference. Like this and like this. As I said, I didn't have problems with it, with GR, it was JK2A, so I don't think that I'm going to have any problems with this one as well. Let's clean this section off. And I'm going to use like before. See, the hooks were attached to this this, I can say, controller. Okay, goes like that. Now I'm going to attach it to the guitar. Like this. We are going to place it over here. Okay, maybe the cut is not perfect, but it is fine. So we can say the job is done. Okay, maybe it's not very perfect, but it is going to work. And I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to have any problems with it. So let me show you how it looks like. You can always do better job. You can always try, but this is my solution. Okay, you can make the better cut. Okay, and it's going to look way better. But at least my guitar is lighter. Okay, I don't supposed to put extra heavy stuff over here. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to simply just find the 1/4" jack and put this in. Okay, and just solder 2 terminals together. Make sure that this input is not going to create extra noise in the system. That's why this is what I used to do with the older version. Okay, this little jack was more convenient for me, so I'm going to do the same thing with the big one. I'm going to simply insert the big one and just solder the ends, the terminals, so it's going to just mute this input, and I'm going to connect the guitar wire directly to the output, and I'm going to have 2 wires coming out from the guitar, just in case, let's say if this 13-pin wire is going to get broken during the performance, I'm not going to have let's say problems with the signal from the guitar. So that's why I use extra wire over here, because I had problems when I was performing. At a certain point this wire failed, so I had some kind of noise in the speakers. That's why I use 2 wires. I use 1 wire which comes from the main output from the guitar, and this is the other one which goes to GR-3. After the installation, I realized that if I would use this bracket, it would work as well, but we're supposed to take off the bridge and just put this under the bridge and tie it by those nuts. Okay, but if I did this one, if I did this way, it's going to work as well. As I said, this guitar is not very expensive one, so I said let me make the holes, and it's going to be a little bit easier for me to make the adjustments. Okay, but by turning the screws, I'm going to be position this bridge closer to the strings or further from the strings. What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to use this 1/4" jack. Okay, it's very cheap one, I can say. I'm going to solder this terminal with the ground. Okay, and I'm going to simply inject over here, and it's going to stay. So anytime I'm going to switch to guitar, there will be no signal, any signal, because the tip is going to be grounded, so it's going to be silence. Okay, so it's going to be no signal coming out from this pickup to the amplifier. I mean, in terms of signal from the guitar, and I'm going to take just a signal from this output. As I said, I'm going to use two wires. One of them is going to go to my guitar amp, another one is going to go to the mixer, okay, and is going to be connected to my GR-3. Okay, so let me show you how I'm going to make this 1/4-inch jack ready for my needs. Okay, so I'm going to simply unsolder. As I said, this is the used one. Okay. So very simple procedure. Okay, just remove the old wires. It doesn't supposed to be brand new. And what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to simply cut this part. I'm going to bend this one first. Like this. And cut this one somewhere over here. Okay. And I'm going to bend together. I'm going to make them connect to each other. Okay. Make sure that's not going to be very sharp. Okay, so let me see how it looks like. I prefer to deal with the smaller jacks, but this pickup doesn't give me that option. With the little ones were way easier and more aesthetic. This one is going to be good enough. Okay, so I'm going to just solder these two terminals together, and my 1/4-inch jack is going to be ready to use. Okay, so anytime I'm going to switch to the guitar, okay, this system is not going to send any signal to the amplifier. Okay, they're soldered. Okay, and what I'm going to do right now, simply put this in. That's it. I can turn this way. Okay, so anytime I'm going to switch to the guitar, there will be no any digital signal coming out, okay, to the amplifiers. And even if I'm going to switch to mix, okay, I'm going to hear just the keyboards. And when I'm going to switch probably to GK, so this is going to be again just, you know, the signal from my digital effect. Okay, so this is ready to use. So let's connect this system to the amplifier. Everything is ready. My GR-3 is on the table, it's connected. My JK3 is connected. My jack is connected. Okay, I didn't connect the guitar because guitar sounds like guitar. So let me just show you how it works. Even if my pickup is not accurately under the string, Okay, as you can see, the top string, okay, the lower E is in the middle, okay, and maybe this is the type of guitar, so those strings don't lay down exactly in the middle of each sensor. And let me just show you how it sounds. Okay, so this is my lower E. Sounds good. Okay, let's try string A. Sounds good, right? This is my D string. Okay, and this is my G string. Sounds good. Okay, and this is my B string. As you can see, the string is not in the middle of the sensor, but it sounds good. And let's see the high E. Okay, as you can see, the string is on the edge of the sensor, and let's see how it sounds. No bad. It's good enough for me. For me, it's good enough. So if we're going to try to play entire chord, for example G major, okay, I'm going to change the tone. Okay, let's say I'm going to change to, for example, keyboard, the piano, keyboard. So for me it sounds great. Okay, there's like a special tool up there. Okay, this is like looking like letter L, where you can check the distance between the sensor and the string, and I use it, but I prefer to make my own adjustments. So I'm supposed to be my pickup supposed to be like two thicknesses of the pick, okay, under the string, and it sounds good to me. Okay, so this is basically what I did, approximately like 1/2 millimeter, 2 millimeters max. Okay, just make sure that if I'm going to play loud, I'm not going to simply cut the pickup by the string. Okay, so let's play one more time. Let's check another sound. Okay, another one. For example, this one. Another one. Okay. If I'm striking from the bottom, the signal is not so loud, especially with the lower one. So probably the position of the string, okay, it has effect on it. Let's try. Let's say this one has problem with striking from the top. Sounds better when striking from the bottom. See, even if it's in the middle. Okay, I don't expect this device to be perfect. This is never going to sound like regular piano or keyboard, but you know, for a regular listener, okay, regular person who come to listen our music, this is going to be good enough. I would like to just check one more thing. I'm going to try to put this pickup a little bit closer to the strings and see how it's going to perform. As you could see, this setup gives me freedom, okay, in terms of that I can make the adjustments, okay, and put this pickup at any height. With the other solution with the bracket, I will have some problems. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to just put this a little bit closer to the string, just a little bit, not much. Okay, let's try this one as well. Just a little bit. Now my pickup is closer to make sure that this is not going to touch it. Okay, let's see. See when I'm striking from the bottom? Okay, but for me this is good enough. And as you know that this device is pretty old, it's over, I believe, 20 years old. 20 years old, and I do not expect much from it, but it satisfied my needs. Okay, so one more time, somebody can say you could use this bracket, okay, the bracket to install this pickup. Whatever I did gives me more freedom. I like it. As I said, the guitar is not forever, because when the frets are going to be used and I'm going to see the holes in the frets, I'm going to change the guitar, of course. But as of today, I like this sound, and I'm going to use this guitar for some period of time. Okay, so if you like this video, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.